This lesson here, it just taught me, like I say, y'all, just take everything day by day. And if you trust him, you say you trust him, your behavior gonna change. Your expectations gonna change. You got it. Keep it going, you know what I'm saying? You got comeback power. Anything stop you, keep it going. You got comeback power. When I got a lot of time on my hand, I'm not working, I don't know what else to do. I'll be like, man, you know, so, you know, I just kind of started, like I say, just taking it day by day. You know, I got a call from the mechanic, and he was telling me, he was like, he told me the amount of it. It was like over $8,000. So I said, man, $8,000, you know what I'm saying? So I called the guy who I bought the truck from, and you know, he been with me every step of the way. You know, he always give me advice, help me out as much as he can. He's so nonchalant about everything, and you know, I'm serious at this point. So so I called him. I was like, hey man, you know, I'm telling him what's going on with my truck. So he like, oh yeah, he said, you got a problem on your hands. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, yeah, I got to, you know, it's a big deal. So I was just telling him, you know, like, worst case scenario, you know what I'm saying? I just give it up, you know what I'm saying, and just do something else. And he was just the worst case. He said, he was like, worst case scenario. He's like, nah, you don't need to think worst case scenario. You need to think you're going to get your truck fixed. And instantly when he said that, I thought about when we came here at watch night. And basically, you know, he was speaking on, you know, speak with authority, you know, and, you know, command the things that you want out of life, because, you know, you don't get out of life what you want, you know, you get out of life who you are. So with that being said, you got to understand who you are. So at that point, when he said what he said, I was like, you know what, he right. I had to recondition my mindset and go to thinking about positive things. Like, I'm going to get my truck fixed. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it's going to get fixed. So I sent the quote in to my dispatcher, and he sent all over the paperwork. You know, he just kind of get the paperwork and take it to the accounting desk. And so they emailed him back. And y'all know they told him I was denied. He said I got denied for the loan. So then I'm like, you know, I don't know what else to do. So at that point, but I was thinking, I did the most bold move ever. I called the dispatcher back. I said, get the owner on the phone. Get the owner on the phone. I got the owner on the phone. I'm telling him, I'm explaining my situation. I'm like, I got to have my truck fixed. I'm telling him every reason why I got to have it fixed. He telling me every reason why he not gonna do it. So I'm like, all right. So he said, you know what? I tell you what, I'm gonna sleep on it. Give me until tomorrow morning, and you know, I'll give you a call back, and you know, I have an answer for you. So I'm like, all right, you know, I'll do that. So you know, I still prayed about it. This man called me back, not even 30 minutes. When he called me back, I said, oh man, can't be good. It just can't be good. It ain't even been 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You done called me back already. So I answered the phone. First thing he said, call your mechanic back. Tell him to fix the truck. Tell him to fix the truck. Tell him we're going to pay for it. It's going to be paid. You approved for the loan. Man, over $8,000. Over $8,000. He said I was approved for the loan. And just, 30 minutes ago, they were saying I was denied. But the key to this, what I'm telling y'all, I spoke with authority. I commanded what I needed. Not just muscling my way through nothing, but just trusting God and believing Him. And I called, who you know gonna call the owner of the company? I don't want to speak to the dispatcher. I don't want to speak to the accountant. Get the owner on the phone. I need to speak to the owner. Who does that? I was so crazy thinking. I said, oh man, when he got on the phone, I said, what I'm doing? Why I got this man on the phone? But you know, I told him what it was, and like I say, it wasn't even 30 minutes, y'all. He called me back, told me I was approved for the loan. So, truck on the way, getting fixed. And, you know, like I say, this lesson here, it just taught me, like I say, y'all, just take everything day by day. And if you trust him, you say you trust him, your behavior gonna change. your expectations gonna change. You got it. Keep it going. You know what I'm saying? You got comeback power. Anything stop you, keep it going. You got comeback power. And mean that. You know what I'm saying? And believe that. And everything gonna change for you. But that's my testimony. That's my time. I ain't gonna take up too much. But, you know, thank God. I'm glad I'm here. And I'm gonna turn it back over.